students, teachers, car drivers, software developers, and even local authorities. Well, what all these groups might have in common? Bonjour mes amis! Today we are looking for a small symbol, small chapter that all these types of groups are using it for different purposes. And because in this time of the year the majority of the schools have started their new academical year or are about to start, I want you to have your mind very well prepared for top performance at your school or at your working place. So that's why today here on Modern Education channel I've prepared for you a huge riddle with 7 strophes with the clear purpose of helping you to hit up your mind engine to put you on pole position for the challenges that are waiting for you. So come on, are you ready to discover with me the 7 different cases in which this symbol is being used? Then come on, we're starting. It is more than just a sign. Doesn't use just one design. You can find it at your school like a nice and lovely tool. It is also in your car, shining like a nice red star. You can't drive if it's still there. So please always be aware. Double check to turn it off. Then you're ready to pull off. But you need to pay attention. You don't want ugly sensation. On your trip, it can be there in the middle of nowhere. So stay focused and just drive. With no problems, you'll arrive. And when you will start your laptop, can you guess what's there on top? I am sure that you forgot that in programming you've got to insert it now and there. I can bet that you won't dare to display quite all the content because you need your client's content. At the end, the animations will create some nice sensations and is there to do the trick, turning flowers from the brick. Now please stop it and think about it. And please let me know in the comments if you know what this symbol might be. And also, if you enjoy this kind of content, please consider share it with your friends. It will do quite a lot of positive things for me. Thanks. Now, are you ready to reveal the 7 cases? Then let's go. First of all, the symbol that we are looking for is the exclamation mark. Now let's see the 7 cases where it is used. Case number 7. At school. At the grammar class, you are being taught how to spell correctly. For example, the exclamation mark should be put at the end of an imperative sentence, like hey, press that button and turn it off. Case number 6. Again at school. This time at the math class, when you're talking about permutations, arrangements or combinations. For example, the number 4 followed by an exclamation mark means 4 factorial and is equal with 1 times 2 times 3 times 4, which is 24. Case number 5. In your car. When you're stationary and your contact or engine is on, especially at the older vehicles, this might indicate that the parking brake is on. If this appears while you're driving, or it's still there after you have released the handbrake, then this might indicate a failure of the braking system. It can be just a sensor error, or your brake liquid needs to be replaced, or you might run out of braking liquid, or you're having even a bigger problem and the whole braking system has fallen apart. You should go immediately to a professional service, pull up the car and ask for assistance. Now, as a bonus, we also have the so-called horseshoe with the exclamation mark. That means that the tire pressure is quite low and you should double check the tire's condition. Case number 4, on the road. It can be there in the middle of nowhere, representing other type of danger, meaning hazardous conditions are ahead that cannot be easily represented by using other types of signs. Case number 3, in programming. For example, in the PHP language, has the meaning of negation. If we put the exclamation mark followed by equal, means not equal to. I've prepared here a small code to illustrate this fact. As you can see here, variable a can take any value between 1 and 5. And here it means that if a is not 4, meaning a can be either 1, 2, 3 or 5, then the variable b is going to have the value 10. Otherwise, if this condition is false, meaning if a is going to be 4, then b is going to be 20. Now let's illustrate this here. For example, if a is 1, as you can see, b is 10, we will refresh to generate a value, another value. If a is 2, again b is 10. If a is 5, again b is 10, and the same for the 3. And let's wait for an 4. Come on. Okay, finally the form case. So if a is 4, the condition is false. Well, in that case, b is going to be equal with 20. Case number 2, also in programming, this time for comments. In the coding real world, when the developers create, for example, a web page, and when at some point the code tends to become very complicated, typically they put their own specific notations to have a better image and understanding about the things. But logically, the client, meaning the beneficiary of that work, must not see these type of notations, and that's why the developers will put their respective personal notes as comments in the web page, and thus on the page will not be displayed anything about those notations. So I've prepared here a small example for you to illustrate this. Let's suppose, for the sake of the example, that I'm thinking at a new riddle for a new video, and for whatever reason I'm using this place to note my idea. Logically, I don't want these two lyrics to be visible on the page, so that's why I'm going to use the comments, and here comes into play our today main subject, meaning the exclamation mark. So in order to put the comments, we have to insert these type of characters. So what I want to hide is these two elements here, so I should insert the comment here. The comment will start with smaller, then here comes our exclamation mark, and then minus minus. As you can see now, everything has turned into green, and if I'm gonna save it, then everything will disappear, and I also don't want this to happen. So that's why I have to finish my comment in some place, and that place is here, and finishing the comment is done by minus minus and greater. As you can see now, from here everything has turned as it was initially. We'll save it, and now as you can see, I have only everything I want to display and not other thing. So this is about the comments in the web page. And finally, case number 1 for creating morph transition in Microsoft PowerPoint. So here we are in PowerPoint. We have two slides. In one of the slides is the main brick, and in the other slide are the flowers. Now we'll have to open the selection pane, and as you can see, I already grouped all the shapes into one single, the brick, and here into the flowers. Okay, now at the transitions, even if morph transition is selected between the two slides, when we're gonna enter into the full mode, as you can see, there is no morph transition, no turning flowers from the brick. So here comes into play our today main character, meaning the exclamation mark. So in order to do the trick, we have to change the names and put the double exclamation mark and a common name, let's say ABC. So we've placed it here for the entire group, and we go to the second slide, again change the name, double click, double exclamation mark, and again ABC. Okay, so now we will enter into the full presentation mode, and with a click, as you can see, the magic has been done. So is here to do the trick, turning flowers from the brick. So my friends, after watching these 7 strophe riddle and these 7 cases where the exclamation mark is being used, I'm really convinced that your mind is super ready for the new scholar year. So thank you so much for watching, and see you in the next episodes. Have a nice day. À bientôt mes amis.